Hello, everyone. Let's talk about a partial pay installment agreement and what it means. Normally, when you go into an installment agreement, you have the ability to full pay whatever you owe the IRS before the statute expires. So if you owe them $50,000 and there's 5 years left on the statute, then you're going to enter an installment agreement that includes interest, which will pay that before the end of the 5 years. And that installment agreement is automatic. Now, what happens when you can't afford that full amount? Well, that's where the IRS looks at this partial pay installment agreement. However, the partial pay installment agreement, it's expensive in time for you to do and for your preparer or enrolled agent or attorney to do, because you will have to go through and do the entire calculation of the reasonable collection potential, which means you're going to have to put in your last 3 bank statements, what your income is, list all of your assets, list all of your property, list anything. The IRS will check DMV, databases, property searches to find out what you own. And if any of that is not debt related, if there's equity in it, then you're going to have to sell it and use it to pay your tax debt. So just keep in mind that it's almost like you're going through all of the work that you would do in an offer and compromise to do this partial pay installment agreement. So that is my fair forewarning to you when you go through and try to complete a partial pay installment agreement. I just don't want people going into it thinking, oh, it's just like an installment agreement, but I'm just not going to pay as much. That's not going to happen. For them to even consider it, you have to go through the entire reasonable collection potential analysis, and they will determine whether they accept that or not. They're going to verify all your income and expenses. They're going to request documentation for assets, liabilities, so forth, a record of all the checks to determine the ownership of everything. If you say, oh, I don't own it, my brother owns it, and so on and so forth, that will be looked at as well. So it's not a slam dunk by any stretch of the imagination. So hopefully this video helps clarify anything that anyone's told you, your barber or bar buddy, but it's really something that you need to consider if you're going into it and you're thinking that it's an automatic, because it's not, and it's costly. It's just like an offer and compromise in as far as the time that's required to complete the calculation analysis. Thanks for your time. Good luck out there.